Have you ever thought about how, like, a performance of Kathak ends up in Paris
Yeah.
or an Indian science exhibit in Tokyo?
Interesting.
Today, we're going to dive deep into the world of India's cultural exchange programs.
CEPs.
CEPs, yeah.
These CEPs are agreements between India and other countries to promote cultural exchange in areas like music and dance and theater.
Museums and literature.
Monument conservation.
Yeah, a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
And India has signed agreements with 84 countries.
And get this, 144 more are in negotiation.
Wow.
That is a lot.
So that sounds like a pretty big deal.
It is.
Yeah, so it's obviously about sharing Indian culture with the world.
Right.
But what else might India be aiming for with these programs?
Well, India's always been a cultural powerhouse going way back,
Yeah.
And I think these CEPs are a way of leveraging that heritage to boost India's standing in the world.
Right.
It's about fostering international collaborations.
So, okay, we know these CEPs cover a wide range of activities.
But a lot.
Music, dance, theater.
Uh-huh.
We even talked about monument conservation.
Right.
Are some of these areas more effective or popular than others in achieving those goals?
Well, they all have their merits, but I think the festivals of India are a particularly potent tool.
Okay.
These festivals have been held in 59 countries since 2013.
Wow.
And they offer a concentrated burst of Indian culture from yoga and classical music.
I mean, 62 festivals, that's impressive.
Yeah.
But how do they measure the actual success of these initiatives?
Right.
Is it just about the number of attendees, or are there deeper metrics?
Well, I think you can see the impact in increased tourism to India,
Yeah.
a surge of interest in Indian studies,
Right.
and even stronger diplomatic ties.
Okay, yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
And these festivals are a vibrant showcase. It's not just about entertainment, It has a ripple effect on tourism and education.
Sure.
What I find really interesting is that these CEPs also promote things like Ayush, India's traditional medicine system.
That's right. Yeah.
I mean, that's not something you'd immediately think of when you hear cultural exchange.
It's a great example of what we call soft power,
Okay.
It's about subtly influencing perceptions and building relationships through cultural exchange.
Yeah.
Like a growing global interest in yoga and Ayurveda
Uh-huh.
that's been facilitated by CEPs. And it enhances India's image as a source of ancient wisdom and holistic wellness.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
It can translate into greater economic and political clout.
It's really fascinating how these programs weave together all these different aspects of Indian culture from the ancient to the contemporary.
It is.
And they're presenting it to the world.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned major partners like the UK, France, China, and South Korea, but you also mentioned Zimbabwe and Finland.
Yeah.
What kind of cultural exchanges are happening there?
Well, with Zimbabwe, there's a strong focus on textile traditions and the shared heritage of ancient storytelling.
Interesting.
Finland, on the other hand, has a keen interest in Indian classical music and dance, leading to some incredible collaborative performances.
So cool.
That really highlights the power of these programs to bridge those cultural gaps and create unexpected connections.
Yeah, exactly. It's about celebrating our shared humanity.
Yeah.
While acknowledging the beautiful diversity of our world.
Yeah.
Ultimately, these initiatives are about fostering empathy and understanding,
Yeah.
which are arguably more crucial than ever in today's world.
Beautifully said. So, as we wrap up our deep dive, I have a question for you, dear listener. What cultural exchange would you be most excited to experience, either in India or from another country?
And don't forget to explore what's happening right in your own region.
Yeah.
You might be surprised at what you find.
Yeah, great point. Well, that's it for our deep dive today. Thanks for listening.
Thanks.